Global War 36 enthusiast here with Operation Thunderball, term 15.8 KMT. It is July 1943. I'm going to slaughter your name. Der Spoot Wargamer asked me to show my tech chart, and I thought I would start with that, even though I'm going to jump ahead to USA's turn. It's okay because I did PBE. It won't influence what happens with KMT's turn. And then I'm also going to talk a little bit about victory cities. So hopefully you can hear the sound when I go over here. So for USA's turn, I had 7 tech rolls. First, I rolled for advanced mechanized at a 7 or higher. PBE generated an 11, so I succeeded. Next, I tried for radar at a 7 or higher. PBE generated a 12, so I succeeded and I finished radar. Next, I roll for improved factories at a 7 or higher. PBE generated an 8, so I succeeded. See, we're closer to it there, Silk. A little bit closer for us. Fourth, I tried for improved construction at a 7 or higher. Been trying for that. Turn 15, I get it with PBE generated a 9, and I do succeed with improved construction. Fifth, I tried for amphibious doctrine at a 7 or higher. PBE generated a 7, so I barely succeeded. I advanced to stage 3. Sixth, I tried for heavy armor at an 8 or higher. PBE generated a 1, so I failed. Seventh, I tried for large ship construction at an 8 or higher. PBE generated a 1, so I failed. I really can't complain about tech that turn. 5 out of 7, super lucky. That was really nice. Okay, I want to talk about victory cities, or victory tracking. First of all, shout out to HBG and version 4. This is a extremely handy player aid. When you compare what it was like keeping track of victory points in V3 versus how beautiful this is and how easy it is to see, and you can magnetize it and just have it up on the board like this. This is fantastic. And you're not gonna need 3 separate trackers for victory points. It's nice that they're all together like this. So I tip my hat. Okay, let's look first at the common turn. They have 2 victory cities, Moscow and Stalingrad, and they've got 2 victory points. They've strategic objectives. They've got technological supremacy and propaganda war. So they have 4 points. They have a couple points that they likely could pick up pretty soon. Winter war, they have to capture Helsinki, and then access to the Mediterranean. I think that's Istanbul. It's something with invading Turkey. Sorry that I don't know that off the top of my head. Very unlikely they'll get these Pacific expansion or Spanish Civil War. This is another one that they could work towards, European buffer zone, where they get Warsaw and Romania. So they're at 4, they could get to 6, and then with effort they can get to 8. Okay, now let's look at the Allies. This is the rail one, where African colonialism, where you have to have a rail from Cape Town to Suez or Lower Egypt. American technological supremacy, sphere of influence, and triumph of capitalism. Well, I want to talk about triumph of capitalism. That's where you take the American income plus its wartime or bonus income, so that's 62 plus 12 is 74, and then you take Great Britain's income, which is 34 plus these 5, 39, so that's 113. And that has to be more than twice of USSR's income plus its bonus income, which is 51 plus 5, 56. Double that is 112. So we just barely have triumph of capitalism. That's very likely for us to lose quickly. Another one that we're in big trouble on is losing Sydney. So right now America has 4 plus 2 cities, London and Sydney, and we're at risk of losing 2. So we could go from 6 down to 4 pretty easily. Let's talk about the Axis. The Axis, the key to them is their victory cities. That right now they hold 6 of the 10 victory cities. They've got Berlin, Tokyo. This one's, we'll talk about this one. This one's in flux. And then Paris, Calcutta, Nanking. So they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that are definites and 1 that's in their back pocket. Plus they've got 3 strategic objectives. They've got 8 right now, and then 2 that they've got the moment that Italy declares war. So they're probably going to wait And then what's really nice is Italy can just look on when it's its turn. Are we in the driver's seat? Are we going to be okay to roll for the end of the game? And I feel like if they are, then they don't have to come into the war, and they can just be threatening and menacing the way Panzer J is playing them right now. But if they need those 2 extra points, Italy can just declare war and pop them from 8 up to 10 VPs. So that's the situation with the victory points right now. All right, now we can go start KMT's turn. Okay, so Silk, you put me in a bad spot, my friend. I'm between a rock and a hard place. This task force marker here has 3 infantry, 1 mountain, 1 marine, 1 motorized, 2 medium armor, 3 heavy armor, 3 artillery, and I believe a militia. Or maybe I might have messed up. I don't know if there's 2 militia in this territory. I think there's just 1 militia. I think I messed up. I think there's actually just 1 militia. Yell at me if there is somehow 2, because I don't think you can legally have 2 in there, so I must have messed that up. Anyway, he also has this big force of 5 infantry, 3 artillery. So he can squeeze me if I stay in that spot. So I think I should follow Monty Python's advice. When danger lurketh ugly head, he bravely turns his tail and flies, breaks along in Thunderball. Okay, so I'm gallantly chickening out. I'm going to move everything from, I amuse myself, from Kwai Chao into Yunnan. So that is 10 infantry, 3 mountain, 3 AA guns, and, sorry about knocking this guy over, and 4 artillery. Just everything. Everything from Kwai Chao is moving in to Yunnan. I didn't spend anything. I should have said that. I had 2 IPP, so I didn't buy anything. I save 1. I end the turn with 3 IPP. Okay, let's go to purchases for USA. So I have 78 to spend. I'm going to purchase 5 advanced artillery for 20, and then 4 jet fighters for 48, that's 68, 1 strategic rocket for 3, that's 71, and then Lend-Lease 1 naval transport to Great Britain for 7, that brings me up to 78. Combat movement. Okay. Will this get on the screen? No, I have to back out my zoom a bit. Well, I'm going to bring this heavy strategic bomber is going to go over and carpet bomb Paris. So I've got a movement of 9 because I start off with 6. I get 2 for long-range aircraft, 1 for an air base, so that gets me up to 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to carpet bomb Paris, and then 9 to land in Aquitaine. And then my medium bomber that's in southern England, is that on the screen? Yep, there it is, okay. So it has a range of 7 because it's at an airbase and it has long-range aircraft and it starts off with 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4 to hit Switzerland. I'm going to bomb the strategic rail line that's in the mountains there. 5, 6, 7. And it too will land in Aquitaine. Okay, now I could have bombed here in Alsace-Lorraine. Why did I bomb in Switzerland? The reason why is because if I bomb here in Alsace-Lorraine, I can do 1 point of damage. But if I bomb here in the mountains, it would take 1 to repair. Whereas if I go here and bomb, I get to bomb for 1 additional little point of damage. And that's how petty I am, that I'm trying to max the amount of damage I can do. So I've got a little damage there. I still have to roll it. And then the third attack I'm doing is I've got 5 advanced artillery that are in Aquitaine. They're going to attrition attack. So I've got the 5 dice for my heavy strategic bomber doing a carpet bombing run, and I've got 5 dice of the attrition attack on Paris. So I'll have 2 rolls of 5 at 2. I think that's it on this side. Now over here, Let's go down here. Probably rotate this down a little bit. No, I think I'm bad on Zoom. I can't. It's one of these bad situations for my camera. Sorry, guys. Will that do it? No. Okay, yeah, this will do it, I think. I think everyone can see this. Okay, so in Samoa, I'm going to take this task force, which consists of 4 battleships. Yeah, you can see that, and 2 naval transports. They're going to they're going to scoop up those guys, and then I'm going to split them up. 1 infantry and 1 marine in each of North and South Island. And then I'm also going to drop off from this fighter 1 tactical and 1 fighter will go to each of them. And my battleships, 2 bombardments for each of them. So in North Island, there will be 2 bombardments, 1 infantry, 1 marine, 1 fighter, 1 tactical. And exactly the same thing will be hitting the South Island. Hope that all makes sense. All right, I'm going to triple check that I'm not missing something. Okay, I think that's it. Now let's go over here to the dice and see if we can tee this up so that viewers can see clearly what has been rolled. I might even zoom in a little bit more. Okay, that's good. I'm sorry, guys. I should have done a better job preparing like my forces. I forgot I was going to totally do this. A couple fighters. I only need 1 fighter, 1 tactical. And then I need a infantry and a marine. Okay. Let's do... Well, first I'm going to save my New Zealand attack for last. Let's do the 1 die at 6 with my... this is the strategic bombing with the medium bomber in Switzerland. I'd like to roll more than a 1. Okay, so I think the max I can do is 2. Hopefully I'll remember to show you guys my little damage dice that I like. So I think he has to repair... I could be wrong. It could have been I didn't even need to roll. No matter what, he has to do repair 2 just because it's in mountains. I'm not sure. If someone does know, let me know how badly I messed it up. All right, let's do the strategic bomber carpet bombing in Paris. So I get 5 at 2, I believe. Perfectly average. I got 1 hit, it's a 2. And then I've got the 5 artillery, advanced artillery at 2. Oh, I got 2 hits, 2 more 2s. Okay, so I was just hoping for 1. So 3, he is going to lose. Give me a second. I think I have messed up. I can't remember if I could have sworn I upgraded one of Panzer J's militia to an infantry, but I think he also built a militia in Paris. I think that's right. I think Panzer J has a militia in Paris, and I forgot to replace it. I'm not exactly sure. I know he has 21 infantry. That I know for sure. So we're going to take off 2 infantry and I think a militia. Correct me if I'm wrong on that, Panzer J. Yeah, it'd be great if you don't have a militia there, but I think you do. So I will have you with 19 infantry and 6 self-propelled artillery in Paris. Okay, so did I do everything on this side? I think I did. Now on the North Island. Let's do the North Island. On that one, he has an artillery and a marine as defenders. And I have... I have to put a marine. I'm using German marines because Silk, you've used so many marines, I've run out of Japanese marines. I have 1 marine at 1 because I'm in the mountain, 1 infantry at 1, 1 fighter at 6, 1 tactical at 7, And then I've got the 2 bombardments with the 2 battleships. So this is for North Island. Here's my 2 bombardments for 1 hit. That's good. Okay. I can't see any reason why he wouldn't. He might. No, he doesn't want to hit something at 1. He'll take the artillery. And then I've got 1 at 7 with my tactical. Oh, miss. And 1 at 6, that's my fighter. Okay, that's a hit. Just be on the safe side in case I've done something wrong. 2 at 1. And they both miss. Now he's got 1 at 4 with his Marine. 7. Okay, so in North Island, I take it without a loss. I take that with 1 infantry and 1 Marine. And then Japan goes down 1, and Anzac goes up 1. All right. Now the next battle. So it's exactly the same mirror image, only this time he has an infantry and a Marine. So he's a little bit better. It'd be nice, really nice to hit here. This is the one where I really want the bombardment because he's got 2 at 4. And that's the one I didn't get, but that's okay. So far I'm having a great turn. 1 at 7. Ew. 1 at 6. This is bad. Oh God, this is really bad. Man, 2 at 1. Miss. I missed with everything. He's got 2 at 4. Ooh. 1 a hit. Okay, so I have to lose the Marine. All right, second round. I don't have the bombardments. I've got 1 at 7. It's the tactical. 7. 1 at 6. Hit. Okay, and just to be on the safe side, I'll roll my infantry just in case I did something wrong. Miss. Okay, now he's got 2 at 4. And it's not the end of the world if he hits me. Although it is, I do need troops, so that kind of sucks. Okay, well, he did not hit me. So I lost a Marine, that's still good for Silk. That's pretty much average, isn't it? I don't know. He rolled 3. No, he rolled 5, and he only got 1 hit. 5 at 4, so that's unlucky. All right, what do I got here? That is the end of combat. Now it's on to non-combat. So we're going to go over here to, let's rotate the board up a little bit. See if we can't get San Francisco. Yeah. All right, so out there in San Francisco, that transport in C-Zone, what is that? From P25, a transport will pick up 2 Marines, and it will go out to Hawaii and go into port, dropping off the 2 Marines in Hawaii. Let's see if I can't OCD that up. All right, and then down south of Australia, let's see if we can rotate this down. Jeez Louise, I suck. I've got this. No matter what I do, I always have something in the way. Okay, here we go. So here and here, this is 1 infantry and 1 Marine, and this is just 1 infantry. Oh, and that goes back to Anzac. I need to give Anzac that. Hold on a second. This will put Anzac up to 4. And Japan gets all the way down in the basement with the same income as the USA. Okay. So, I've got this task force. Oh, that's what we do. Okay. Okay, this task force here. The planes on it have flown 1 to get to North and South Island, the planes here. So this whole task force is going to go from C-Zone P73 to 72 to 70 to 69, which is, let's see, boom, 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 right here. Okay. So I'll move that task force marker over to there. The 4 battleships and 2 transports are in the place with North Island. Is that on screen? Yeah, that is on screen. Okay. Is there anything on my notes other than this? Well, the fighters and tactical bombers. Let's count that out for everyone to see. So they were here. They flew 1 onto the island, 2 to get here, 3 to get here, 4 to get here, 5 to get here, and they have long range, so they can do that. Okay, I think that's it for this area. Now we go back over to Europe. So I did my non-combat movement too early with the bomber landing in Aquitaine and the heavy strategic bomber and the medium bomber landing in Aquitaine. There was nowhere else for them to go. Let's do some movements. Let's make sure Spain's on the screen. Yeah, it is. Okay. So we'll have everything that's in here go into here. So that is from Basque Country. 3 infantry will move into Aquitaine. 3 Marines also, along with 3 advanced artillery. And then from Madrid, or no, this is Galicia-Leon, 2 advanced artillery will move up into Basque Country. In southern England, I'm going to move 3 infantry over to London. I wonder if I want to also move over my artillery. Tricky. I think what I'll do is I'll move 1 artillery and 2 infantry and leave 1 infantry back. Call in audible. So there's 1 American infantry in southern England and 2 American infantry and an artillery in London. Hope that was the right thing, Hambone. I wonder if I wrote it down. Hold on a second. Basically, I just obey Hambone's orders. He gives me the marching orders, and I do as I'm told. Okay, I think that's right. Something about, what am I missing? There's something he told me about. Oh gosh, Hambone, am I? Oh yeah. Okay, that's what that. Okay, I wrote down C-Zone 17, but now I know why. That's going to come into play a little bit later this term. Okay, we landed the bombers. Then we're going to do the old switcheroo between Nova Scotia and Basque Country. So these 3 transports are going to pick up 3 advanced artillery, 2 infantry, and 1 airborne infantry from Nova Scotia and transport those 6 units here to Basque Country. And meanwhile, these 3 transports will go back and go into port. So I'm not going to move the transports. They end up the same. I'm doing the Silk shuttle. 3 advanced artillery. So I've got 5 advanced artillery in Basque, 2 American infantry, and 1 airborne. I'm not sure where this British, it's probably in Basque Country. Okay, that guy looks like he's there. All right, New England, 3 infantry will move up into Nova Scotia. 2 infantry from the northeast will move up to New England. Fighters, I'm going to have 2 jet fighters fly to Basque Country. So I'll have 2 fighters and 2 jet fighters in Basque. And then I'm going to rail these 3 advanced... is that on camera? Is New York on camera? Yeah, okay, so the 3 advanced artillery will move up, rail up to Nova Scotia. Okay. I think that's it for my non-combat movement. Let me triple check. Oh no, there was see, it does kind of help to look. From C-Zone A35, these two coastal submarines are going to move up to this C-Zone A28. Just seeing what Italy's up to. Galicia and Leon. I think I did all of my moves. Oh no, did I move? Yeah, I did move into Basque Country. Okay. New England, Northeast New York. Placement of units. So I've got 3 advanced artillery that are going to go into New York, along with 2 jet fighters. You know what? Since I'm railing, I actually think I'll put 4 jet fighters in New York and 3 advanced artillery in Washington, D.C. So I'll switch that up. Triumph of Capitalism, this might be the last turn. I'll place that in London. So in London, I've got 2 strategic rockets, 2 American infantry, 1 artillery. And then I've got 2 advanced artillery that are going to get placed in Galicia Leon. At those factories there, because I did not develop improved factors, right? Right, okay. And then Lend-Lease. So I'll name the port. I'll say New York is where this naval transport is starting. And it will go over to C-Zone 17. And now I think I'm not going in port. I think I'm staying in C-Zone 17. Let me quadruple check that for just a second. Okay, that is what I'm doing. Following instructions, Hambone. I'm afraid of your temper tantrums, your rage attacks. Okay, collect income. So I'm at 62 plus 12. I'm at 74 with the USA. And just a reminder, I'm at 3 with the KMT. Is there anything? I'm going to remove the damage tracker markers. Start the year fresh. Oh, I know. There was one little thing I want to show you. You guys, it's these little teeny tiny die. Probably can't see them, but whoops. Let's go in here to see these little damage die at the top of the screen. Sorry for the shaking. See that on the rail? There, I've got that too, and I think I've got a similar thing for Western Germany, but it's behind the infantry. So I have that little die there. That's what I do. That's my geekiness. So, all right, we now advance to Panzer J's turn. Turn 16.1.